The Mavericks fall in H-Town to Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets and a testy Jason Kidd. We'll talk about all that coming up next on the DLLS Mavs postgame show. It's the DLLS Mavs post-game show live in our downtown Dallas DLLS Sports Studios. Kevin Gray alongside our DLLS Mavs analyst, Bobby Carella. We are DLLS Mavs, your favorite guys covering your favorite team, even when the Mavericks unfortunately fall to Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. Mavericks fall for the fourth straight time as they lose tonight, 111 to 107 to Kevin Durant and the Rockets, despite the fact that Cooper Flagg had another monster outing for Dallas tonight as he has his second straight 30-point double-double. Unfortunately, not enough as the Mavericks were able to tie it late, but unable to come up with the goods and the stops in the end. We will break it all down here for you over the course of the next hour. Really appreciate you joining us here on DLLS Sports. Our DLLS Mavs beat writer, Ron Harrod Jr. will join us to discuss his welcome to the league moment, inspired, quote-unquote, by Jason Kidd. But Bobby Curl, your biggest takeaway from tonight was?
My biggest takeaway from tonight's game is that I love smoked meats, folks. All right? It is really, really, really important for me to mention this now because I might just go into a little food coma later on. We had so much food provided by our friends at Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market. Picanha, okay? Some blackened shrimp. Some bonbon sausages.
Key lime pie.
Some key lime pie, which I had more than one slice of.
Only one
I
slice
won't go
for
into
me.
further detail. And I also some apple pie and some cherry pie that I did not indulge in yet, but you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to take some of that home with me.
Speaking of dollars, did we come up in the money tonight?
No, Kevin Durant let me down. We are not friends anymore. we were friends in real life up until tonight, but
Okay.
we got 20 diehards in the house.
Let's go.
Mostly watching the stars, but we got Kleb.
Shout out to Kleb.
We got Kleb.
You might get another moment tonight on the post-game show.
Well,
because-
no. So I am actually going to shout out Kleb for a stat that he implored me to look up.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
A little later.
All right.
In the show, but I'm also going to take this brush home because I don't have a meat brush. All right, so this is a Wild Fork. This is a Wild Fork meat brush. Yeah, so for all of your meat and seafood and even side needs, go to Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market. Everything is blast frozen. Frozen is fresher. It is super good. It is super affordable. They update those prices every single week. You look around, the price of meat is skyrocketing, but not at Wild Fork Foods.
No, it is not skyrocketing, but Cooper Flagg stock does continue to skyrocket, and it did so once again tonight. 34 points, 13 of 25 from the field, 12 rebounds, 5 assists in 39 minutes. Single-handedly tried to bring the Mavericks back in this game where they used what was a 14-4 run to get it tied at 107 with 47 seconds left in the game after a Najee Marshall basket, but unfortunately not able to get the stops down the stretch. A Tari Eason dunk, and then another basket by, just not a lot going on, man.
What?
I lost it.
Oh, no. What happened? You all right?
I'm good. No, Şengün made the basket with 28 seconds left. Then Tari Eason made a bucket with 14 seconds left.
Gotcha.
And that's what sealed it. So there we go.
Yeah, I thought that last Eason basket, that was tough. I mean, the Mavs were doubling KD. They were doubling KD a lot. And I said it on the pregame show. If you want to lose, double KD.
Well,
and they were getting the ball out of his hands, and it led to a lot of dunks and a lot of open threes. But the Rockets, for as many non-shooters as they have, if those guys catch the ball on the weak side of the floor, even if they're in the corner way out far away on the opposite side of the floor, they're looking to drive. Jabari Smith will pull up 1-2 dribble into a mid-range. Josh Okogie goes to the rim. They're all looking to pass. Amon Thompson keeps his head up. And what happens whenever you're doubling a guy, you're doubling KD 30 feet from the rim on one side of the floor, then you're going into scramble mode as they're playing tic-tac-toe with the ball on the other side of the floor. And so you're too busy trying to get to where the ball is, and then they put a shot up, and you can't turn around and seal your guy, block him out, and get the rebound. And that's part of the reason why the Rockets had a bazillion offensive rebounds in this game. Granted, they didn't convert them particularly well, but they still had a lot of them.
18 offensive rebounds to be exact.
Coop tonight, though. Yeah. Oh, my God. Just another great game for him. Now, down the stretch, did he get fouled on the last play of the game? Probably.
I think that should have been a foul call.
He probably did get fouled. I mean, if Con Knipple got fouled not last night,
Thursday night, yeah.
Then Coop got fouled. I mean, it's like the same play almost. Although Coop might have even taken more of a hit than Con did on that play that they called on Coop. J. Kidd, pretty incensed about it, called the officiating, I forget the exact word. Did he call it awful? Did he call it terrible? I forget the exact word he used. That is my fault. I'm transfixed by the other quote.
Right.
But Coop tonight, 34 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block. It's a first segment Mavs trivia, Kevin Gray.
Oh, let's go.
I'm going to give you the number.
Okay.
3 other players ever have had 34 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block in a game for the Mavs. Only 3. Not counting Coop. So 4. Coop is the 4th. Can you name those 3?
Luka.
He did it 15 times.
Dirk.
He did it once.
Kristaps Porzingis. Oh, man.
You get one more guess, then we go around the horn.
Josh Howard.
Tanner?
Ugh.
Gotta be honest, I did not hear the stat line. Kleb?
34 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block.
Sean Marion.
Kleb.
Kyrie.
Michael Finley.
Super because that was also an ineligible guess. The correct answer.
Oh, wow.
How about Sam Perkins?
Oh, wow. Okay. Shout out to Big Smooth.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Sam Perkins, during the 1989-90 season, he had 45 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and a block in a Mavs win at Golden State. Take that, Don Nelson.
Wow.
The Mavs got the first laugh. Maybe the Warriors got the last one. But we don't talk about that series.
Cooper Flagg is the first teenager in NBA history with consecutive 30-point double-doubles. He also joins LeBron James as Luka Doncic as the only teams with consecutive 25-point double-doubles. So history continuing to be made by Cooper Flagg. And yes, I had a little bit of a brain fog and brain fart in terms of the sequence of events that happened late in the game. Yes, Alperen Sengun made
We're
the
a lot of
bucket.
timeouts. It was a long last couple minutes.
It was a long last couple minutes, including too much for my brain at that point.
It was good because it gave me a lot of time to catch up on events that happened in the game. Because I'm going to be honest, I was socializing through most of the game. And also, I'm not going to diagnose myself with anything, but if there's too many things going on, I'm usually just bouncing around.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And so the Stars TV was the one with the audio.
Mm-hmm.
I was really locked in.
You was locked in the Stars,
Mammoth.
huh?
Yeah, I was really locked in.
I heard that the Stars were up 3-1 a little bit ago, so we'll see if they pull out
a win. Not anymore. 3-2.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if they still pull out a win in Utah.
We'll see.
But yeah, the Mavericks used a 14-4 run over 4 minutes to get it tied with 47 seconds left after a Najee Marshall jumper. Then Alperen Sengun made the go-ahead bucket with 28 seconds left to get it to 109 and 107. Then Cooper Flagg missed the aforementioned layup that we just discussed. I thought it was a foul on Amen Thompson. Was not called as Cooper Flagg made the lefty drive to the basket to try to get the layup to retie the game. Then Tari Eason goes down and makes a dunk in transition off a Kevin Durant pass with 14 seconds left. As the Mavericks tried the foul, they had a foul to give, could not get it done, and Tari Eason breaks loose and was able to get the dunk to essentially seal it for the Houston Rockets, who now improve on the season to 30-17 on the year and now 17-4 at Toyota Center, while the Mavericks drop to 19-30 on the year, 5-16 away from the American Airlines Center.
So NYC dude in the chat says, kids got to run better plays to end games. Having Cooper go up against a double team knowing he's going to take the last shot isn't a winning strategy. I will say, I kind of liked what they did on this isn't the last play where Coop took the 3 where the game was basically over. I'm talking about the one before that, so where Coop missed the lefty against Amen. I liked that, unlike last game where there was, when the Mavs got the ball, there's like 30 seconds left or something, and Kid had PJ come screen for Coop. Coop didn't want the screen. So it's kind of like a will they or won't they?
Yeah.
You know, that usually lasts a whole season in a TV show, in a sitcom, but the Mavs had to negotiate that in about 10 seconds. And then they ended up doubling Coop anyway, and it was a turnover. This was just a simple pin down for Coop, get the ball up high, everyone clear out and let Coop drive.
Yeah.
I actually did like that. Granted, The Rockets didn't switch, and it ended up being amen on Coop, and that's really tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
So, Coop did go left, and he couldn't finish the shot. Maybe could have pulled up. Maybe should have gone right. He really likes going left a lot.
Loves going left.
But I did like that setup tonight better than the one from the other night, where you're introducing more people into the action, giving the other team more opportunities to either double or mix things up, throw a wrench in it, throw a curveball at you. This was just simple. Screen down for Coop and get the F out of the way.
Yeah.
I liked that more than what I saw the other night.
There's going to be a lot of Fs thrown around a little bit later on in the show. Thanks to what Jason Kidd had to say.
No Fs given, but Fs told.
Yes, for sure. A lot of them told. Some of the other numbers from tonight's game. We mentioned Cooper Flagg with the 34 points. Daniel Gafford had 16 points in this game, had a double-double with 16 and 11 for him in 28 minutes of play, going 7 of 10 from the field. Meanwhile, Max Christie just 4 of 11 from the field tonight with 11 points. Najee Marshall, not his best game of the year. We might have some breaking news. Do we have some breaking news? Potentially? No? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought we had some breaking news. A couple guys left this game.
Don't take everything literally from the chat. It could be the DeAndre Hunter trade that.
I figured it was, but I thought it was something Mavs related. But they had a couple of injuries from tonight's game. PJ Washington left the game tonight with a head contusion and did not return. Brandon Williams left the game in the first half with a right lower leg contusion. It did not return for tonight's game either. So a couple of injuries to report when it came to tonight's game as well. The Mavericks missed a ton of free throws in this game. In fact, they went 15 of 26 from the free throw line at a 57% clip. The Rockets went 11 of 15 from the line. Overall, Mavericks only took 23 threes in this game, made 10 of them. Rockets only made 10. They took 26 threes in this game as well, as both teams did not shoot the ball great. Mavericks shot 44.6% from the field. Rockets shot just 45 of 108 with 41.7% from the field, as they had 33 assists though on the 45 made field goals. Oh, it was bad, huh?
Oh, J-Kid was pretty intense about it, I gotta say.
Okay.
Video surfaced. Grant Afseth posted the video of J-Kid's answer to Ron. Ron will be on the show later to talk.
Yeah, our
about
DLS Mavs writer Ron Harrod Jr. Had himself a hell of a moment between him and Jason Kidd tonight. And
I'll read. Can I read it real quick? Censor?
Sure. Yeah.
Censor?
Yeah.
All right. So Ron asked about the criticism. I guess national criticism for playing Cooper Flagg at point guard. Of course, we on this show have talked about that a lot. And me, probably loudest of all, I don't like it. So, I planted my flag on that, no pun intended. J-Kid very clearly disagrees because he says, quote, criticism, that's your opinion. You guys write that bull beep. That's not, I've done this. I've played this game. I played it. I know what the F I'm doing. I think he also said I played this game at a high level too, but he said, I don't give an F what you guys write because you guys have never played the game. I built players, so I know what the F I'm doing. So if I take criticism, it only makes me better. Because if I wasn't doing it right, you guys wouldn't be poking holes in what I've done. Now, he said it a little slower than me. J-Kid has that very kind of slow, sort of composed kind of way of talking, but he didn't blink the whole time. To that, I would say, as someone that has criticized him quite a bit, there are plenty of things he's done that I have liked. There's plenty of things he's done that I haven't liked. I think that's kind of the nature of the beast. Just like I'm sure I say things all the time that y'all don't like. Sometimes I say things that have you slapping your knee and ha-hawing all the way home.
By the way, did he get up and walk off after that?
I don't know if that might have been the last question. I don't know.
Okay.
But, very clearly, I think he's pretty PO'd about the PG talk.
Whew! Spicy in H-Town, courtesy of the head coach, Jason Kidd. I'm interested to see. Tanner's a magician, so maybe you can get it bleeped out because I want to see and hear this. Maybe we can get this bleeped out and see.
I can listen to it during an ad break. I don't want to risk it. No. There's a lot of F-bombs.
Coming up on the other side of the break, more reaction from what Jason Kidd apparently had to say, and also from tonight's game as the Mavericks lose their fourth straight game and now have lost 30 of their first 49 games to start the season. We'll break all that and more coming up next. You know that moment when you leave your favorite pair of sunglasses 3 states over, or on the beach, or maybe on the hood of your car. And
I wish I had mine right now.
You probably need yours right about now. But guess what? Shady Rays can help you with that when it comes to your polarized sunglasses. We've all been there when it comes to losing or breaking our pair of sunglasses. But guess what? With Shady Rays, they will take care of you. In fact, with Shady Rays, they changed the game. They've got shades made for real life. Seriously good looking, polarized, durable, and they're not stupidly expensive either. And they could help Bobby right about now as he's staring dead
right now
into the sun. And here's the wild part. If you lose or break them on day one, they give you guilt-free replacements. No questions asked. They'll be able to take care of you. So now you can actually wear your sunglasses, without fear at all, especially the sun, especially when Shady Rays has your back. So we team up with Shady Rays to bring an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com. Use code DLLS35 for 35% off your polarized sunglasses. Again, that's DLLS35 for 35% off your polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself. The shade's rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people today.
Just like every building needs windows and every building needs blinds or curtains or something to block the sun from hitting your face, hey, every building needs a roof too, whether it's your residential, your apartment, your home, whatever it is, or whether it's your commercial building, your office building, your space where you're trying to sell things, where you're trying to spend time, and roofs can get damaged. There was just an ice storm. Pretty soon it's going to be spring. You know what happens when it becomes spring?
Uh-oh.
It's hail, it's wind, it's tornadoes.
Tornado season.
All sorts of damage can happen to your roof. And your home could just be old. Your roof could just break down and be in a state of disrepair. But our friends at Qualis, they live in North Texas, and they serve North Texas as well as the Austin area and some other areas around the state. If you need a free roof inspection, we'll call our friends at Qualis. Whenever they show up, they're going to bring a free DLLS shirt with you. How about that? And if you actually go for it, then you can get a free smoker or a free grill.
I like that.
How about that?
I like that.
Okay, so mention DLLS when you call in. It truly helps our show. For more information, call or go online to schedule your free roof inspection at QualisGC.com. Again, QualisGC.com, or call 817-500-9008 and get started today.
Mavericks fall to the Houston Rockets tonight on the road in what was a 111-107 loss. The story coming out of tonight's game, though, besides Cooper Flagg having another monster night with another 30-point double-double, Jason Kidd getting rather feisty, fiery, and testy with the media, specifically our very own DLLS Mavs beat writer Ron Harrod Jr., who you will hear from in 12 minutes here on the DLLS Mavs post-game show.
Do you think he was? I don't think he was really getting mad at Ron, though, really, right?
Well, yeah.
No.
Like the question and excuse me. Let me back up. Not the question, but the overall concept and idea of the criticism coming from whomever, whether it be local or national media.
Yeah.
And it finally just sent him over the edge.
Because he has gone in. I'm trying to think. I mean, there was the press conference he skipped last year.
Yep.
There was when our friend and rival Nick Angstad from Locked On Mavs asked him about why did Christian Wood only play a certain number of minutes? It was like
something like
first
that.
or second game of the season, or maybe it was why did Reggie Bullock only play? I forget. No, it was Reggie, I think, in Reggie's first game.
Yeah.
Kid only played him like 14 minutes off the bench or something, and Kid got a little testy about that.
Did he also get after him for like some ATO questions, like after timeout questions, like why he didn't call timeout in certain situations?
I don't know. I don't remember.
And I'm trying to remember the other one where
he said nobody's dying.
Yeah.
He said, I'm just watching like you guys.
He got with our buddy Tim McMahon that one time. He was like, you guys write some positive blank.
Oh, yeah.
You guys got some positive guys doing some positive stuff, so write some positive blank.
Yes, Cleb. I'm sorry you felt that he should have played more. That is such a funny
Look at
quote.
you coming to the clutch. Cleb coming to the clutch
so
already,
funny,
man. Jeez, man.
Like
yeah.
J Kidd will drop a line. He'll drop a bar whenever he wants to. He doesn't spend a lot of time in the lab, but he's efficient with it.
Kid picks his spots. He'll pick his spots.
Why do you think this happened tonight? Maybe we should ask Mark that question.
Yeah, maybe we can ask that question. I mean, the turnover in the game on Thursday at the end of the game for Cooper Flagg. There's been a few times this year where he's had the ball in his hands in situations where he wasn't able to finish it off, in clutch situations as far as, turnovers are concerned. I don't know, man. And maybe it's the idea that they've lost 30 out of their first 49 games. They played their 33rd clutch game of the season this year as well and lose another one of those. It's been a long year for this team, whether it be with injuries. They dealt with 2 more injuries tonight with PJ Washington and Brandon Williams both leaving this game due to injury and not returning. Inconsistent play, inconsistent offense. I mean, let's just kick the door down. At the very beginning of the season, Jason Kidd took a lot of criticism from a lot of us about the idea of Cooper Flagg playing at the point guard position. And then when they took him off the ball, that's when things took off for Flagg. He started getting downhill, started attacking more, being much more aggressive offensively. The offense opened up a little more. So I don't know if it's a frustration about the idea that nobody else besides him has a good idea of what's happening on the floor and disagree with it. It could be a lot of things, but it's an indisputable fact that once they took him off the ball, things really opened up for him offensively.
And there were other things that happened too. Obviously, you know, they started the year with 80 at the 4.
Yep.
And Lively and or Gafford. Obviously, Gafford was hurt for a little while there, but you know, Lively at the 5, and that was a complete train wreck offensively. So there were other factors in play, but here's where during the game, I got to shout out Diehard Kleb, who's also Chatter Kleb, and studio guest Kleb. So he's like wearing 3 hats tonight, 4, because he's wearing an actual hat too. So during the game, Max was kind of struggling, and I just said, yeah, he's kind of, you know, I staked a lot of my reputation on Max Christie, and he's making me lose credibility among the people. And Kleb goes, yeah, well, I mean, it seems like he's not shooting as well since he's spending more time with Kupak at the 1, or Najee or whoever is at the 1. Like he's spending less time on the floor with B. Will or Nemby. And I said, interesting. Let me go check it out. And it turns out, with none of Brandon Williams, Ryan Nembhard, and even D'Angelo Russell, who did play a lot of minutes at point guard early in the season, with all 3 of those guys off the floor, Max is shooting he's right around 39% from 3. It's like 39.3 or something, and it might have dropped tonight. With at least one of them on the floor. He's almost 45% from 3.
Oh, wow.
Now, you know, 7 percentage points at the number of, considering the number, it's like, okay, you make a couple more and you're way better. You know, it's not like he's taken 1,000 threes. He's taken 200 with one of them on and like 120 with all of them off. So it's not a huge sample that we're talking about, but, you know, there's a downstream effect of having good playmaking on the floor. And this is something that I've talked about just so much, is why shot creation is such an important thing. And, you know, there's statistical ways to talk about it. There's like That Boy Nice Watcher ways of talking about it. There's just eye test ways of talking about it. But when you don't have someone that can make everyone else's jobs easier and create advantages, then everyone else's jobs becomes tougher. Like, every single player on the court is like it's a scale, right? And are you going to tip the scale toward the easy side or toward the tougher side? Every single player at all seconds of every possession are in control of the quality of shot that you're about to get, even if you don't have the ball. If you don't have the ball but you're a bad shooter, you're making it tougher. If you have the ball and you can't dribble, you're making it tougher. If you don't move, you're making it tougher. Like, all of these things matter so much. And, you know, it's not J-Kid's fault that the Mavs don't have a really good point guard that is worth playing 28 to 34 minutes a game. They used to have one. They traded him, and then they had a different one, and he got hurt. So it is what it is. He's stuck with this situation, and he's made the choice to feature Coop and Najee Marshall in that role, which has been good for them individually. And for the rest of the team, it's led to being 19-30. And so, you know, I don't blame him for being annoyed about it, but the reality is, yeah, I mean, everyone plays better when someone on the floor can pass the ball.
I mean, we saw that open up when Ryan Nembhard started to take over the point guard position for a while there, and
looked like a brand new team.
Brand new team. I mean, the biggest game that I think about that, and obviously there wasn't a lot of tape yet on Ryan Nembhard. There wasn't a lot of scouting yet on Ryan Nembhard, but the game obviously on the road against Denver, where they threw up over 130 points in that game, and Nembhard was able to not only facilitate, get his own offense, facilitate for everyone else. Najee Marshall, Cooper Flagg, you could tell the offense started to open up a lot more. Max Christie getting open shots. So when they've had a true point guard on the floor who's been effective, this offense has looked much, much better. And yes, the ball handling reps that Cooper Flagg has gotten throughout the year, whether it be at the traditional point guard position or otherwise, has obviously helped him when it comes to being able to handle the ball, facilitate offense, but more importantly, go get his own when the season is gone, as the season is gone. But this team has desperately needed a true point guard, and they simply haven't had one, and the offense has gotten bogged down a lot at times without one on the floor. So
I'm not so sure that you can say that it did help him. Like, I don't.
I think the ball reps helped him. I think it's.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what is he better at now than he was on opening night?
I think he's better at attacking and recognizing when to go downhill.
I think he's got more space to do it now.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier he's driving into there's like 5 defenders in the paint.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell he's starting to get the kind of gravity for guys. Like he took one down and found Max Christie on an open top of the key 3-pointer and he knocked it down. But he's drawing more defenders to him. And I think that's a product of not only his ability to handle the ball better, but his offensive game has improved so much that now he's attracting that type of gravity where other guys can get some open looks.
You have to have guys on the court that can just make his job easier somehow.
Yeah.
You got to be able to shoot, man. They need shooting. You know, they need shooting. They need playmaking. They need a little more team speed. They need stuff.
They need someone who could run the offense. Like,
and
him being off the ball has been so much better for them.
And J-Kid, you know, I don't believe there's been any word about Brandon Williams. Is that right? Have I missed it?
He left the game with the right leg contusion and did not return after the first
it's just a contusion?
As far as we know right now, yes.
Okay, because I mean, at live speed, I was thinking, oh my God, that looks awful.
Yeah.
Whenever I saw the replay, I was like, okay, that could be bad, but it's not awful, and it probably isn't that bad. Maybe that's cope mode, maybe not. But if there's reason to believe that Brandon Williams is out for a little while, then that would royally suck because that's one less guy that can dribble the ball. You know, and we saw...
And they refused to play the other one, and I mean, rightfully so, honestly, because
dude, I mean,
he's just not good.
I can relate to J-Kid there. You know,
yeah, I think we all agree with Jason Kidd on that one.
I don't know how much I relate with playing Coop at one, but I definitely relate with not playing D'Lo at all.
At all,
you know? And so it's just there's just you know, I think the Stars just scored.
Maybe
it sounds like the Stars scored. Whether you think he's doing a good job or not, or whether you think he does more bad things than good things, or more good things than bad things, however you stand on him, there are some problems that he simply just can't solve. There are some problems that the people in charge of the roster have to solve, and only they can solve. And until then, you know, he's going to try and make, you know, lemonade out of lemons or whatever, but they're losing lemons left and right, man.
The only question, or one of the questions that I have when it comes to Kidd, especially now, like he's careening toward his 3rd losing season in 5 years here in Dallas. First year, went to the Western Conference Finals. 3rd year, went to the NBA Finals. Is now moving toward his 3rd losing season in 5 years. The question I've always been wondering is how much of it is his fault, given whether it be injuries, the trade, and other things, as you just said, that have been out of his control, where if he had some more of those things within his control, how much better would this team and what place would this franchise be in had it not been for certain moves that have been made and obviously injuries that have beset this team?
Yeah, they'd probably be in the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they went to the conference finals and then they didn't.
Then they did.
And then they went to the finals and then all hell broke loose, you know. I would say this has been I mean, have you ever seen a helicopter try and land in the middle of a really windy area? Like,
it's hard to do.
It's pretty tough, dude. And you're just the whole time you're like, "Oh my God, just please get me down," you know.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty choppy air for the Mavs. It's been pretty choppy waters, if you like a boat metaphor. It's been a road with a lot of potholes, if you like a driving metaphor. It's been like a basketball team that's made a lot of really bad choices and has a lot of bad injuries, if you like using a basketball metaphor. It's been tough. I don't blame him for wearing thin at all. I don't. You know, despite the things that I do and don't like about his performance, I get it, man. There are days where we come in and we're pretty mad about having to talk about this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to like look at it from his perspective a little bit on how he popped off. Maybe he's trying to defend his rookie, you know, star and Cooper Flagg in terms of some of the criticism that he's received by not playing well at the quote unquote PG position at times, or Kidd just, you know, bubbling over and having been fed up with the idea of him taking criticism for playing him at that position. So regardless, man, Cooper Flagg's been a tremendous bright spot. There have been other few bright spots this year. I just hate the fact that what we're talking about after what was a fantastic game, yes, I know, albeit in a loss, where Cooper Flagg had another really good game, that the head coach is the one taking the spotlight for the way that he answered and reacted to a question that, from by all accounts, seemed fair.
It's fair to ask, and it's fair for him to answer. And it's a good quote.
Yeah,
I mean that's like it's like you're watching a football game, right? And it's a great throw, it's great defense, and it's a great catch. You're just like, dude, hell yeah, that's sports. You know, like it's a good question. Hey, you've been receiving a lot of criticism for this decision, and then J Kid is like, yeah, well, you can receive a lot of D's. Like that's awesome. That's theater, man.
I mean, he was honest in his answer and how he felt about it.
Way better than a boring, inconsequential press conference full of NPCs. Give me something to hold on to.
Well, hang on, because we're going to talk to the guy that asked him that question. Our DLLS Mavs beat writer Ron Harrod Jr. joins us next. So if I do this read a little slow, it's all because I'm full. I'm full of the incredible shrimp, key lime pie, and everything else I had tonight from Wild Fork Foods.
Key lime pie.
That's right. I know. Yeah, exactly. Wild Fork Foods, best meat and seafood market in the game today. They got delivery options at wildforkfoods.com. We've had a blast tonight hanging out with our folks from Wild Fork Foods. They got everything that you need, from premium meat to seafood. I got some New York strip steak waiting for me at home over the weekend and getting ready for the big game party that I'm going to have next week. And I'll have some incredible sides as well. So don't forget, with Wild Fork Foods, everything is blast frozen, so it's extremely fresh as soon as you get it, and it's extremely fresh when you take it out the package for the very first time. They've even got, obviously, as you see right now, Bobby hanging out, drinking out some of his Wild Fork food.
Ice cold water. Always stay hydrated.
9 DFW locations. My favorite, of course, is the Wiley location, as these fellows know. So make sure you check them out. Wildforkfoods.com, the best meat and seafood market in the game today. And make sure that you get filled up with Wild Fork meat and seafood market today.
January is, or maybe if you're listening to this in February, January was National Mentoring Month, but All City Network's partnership with Big Brothers Big Sisters of America expands far beyond the confines of one calendar month. Okay, showing up for your city goes beyond sports. Big Brothers Big Sisters, what they're looking for is adults that can become bigs for a little. Littles can range anywhere from elementary school age all the way up through high school. Thousands of kids are waiting for a mentor, someone to listen, someone to encourage them, to simply just be there, spend time, whether it's virtual, just, hey, talking, supporting, or maybe it's going to events with other bigs and littles. Maybe you go bowling. Maybe you go catch a Mavs game or another sports game in the area. Just spend a few hours a month that can really help a young person build confidence, stay on track, and see a bigger future. So for more information and become a member today, go to bbbs.org/allcity. Again, bbbs.org/allcity. Step up, be a big, and help shape the next generation right here in our Dallas.
Let's welcome in our DLLS Mavs beat writer, Ron Harrod Jr., live from H-Town in Houston after the Mavericks fall to the Houston Rockets 111-107. Ron, the floor is yours. You and Jason Kidd, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I see that the video is pretty viral on all.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh,
or you can just take it off. There you go. We're looking out for you. We're looking out for you.
Yeah, I saw that the video is pretty viral, but so just essentially what happened was it's the end of the press conference. Kind of, well, I didn't know if that was supposed to be the last question, but it felt like it was going to be the last question. I was trying to say, hey, you got a lot of criticism for playing Cooper Flagg at point guard, but actually it seems that you were right because he looks really good, on ball. He's had 2 of the best games ever by a teenager. But before I can actually get the praise out, when he heard the words national criticism, he just went off. Like, me and him are just like eyes, just looking at each other the whole time. It literally felt like me talking to Greg Popovich again. So I was in San Antonio before I got the job in Dallas. So about, what was Wemby's rookie year? So I think that's 3 seasons ago. And I would ask Pop questions, and he would look to me in my soul. And Pop is 6'8" or taller, for you all who don't know. And I'd be like, So it was one of those moments again. But yeah, he just went off about like, hey, I don't give a F what you all say. You all didn't play the game. All these kind of things. I tweeted out the whole quote. If you want to see like the full quote, on my Twitter account at Ron No Sports. And I think Grant, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I don't want to get it wrong. But he tweeted out the video if you would like to see the video.
Grant,
but yeah, he was very upset. I mean, also then the foul call. He was like, he usually, when kids asked about like 50-50 plays, he just takes like the high road. Like, hey, the refs can get things can happen. It's heat of the moment. He immediately said the refs got the call wrong. Flag was fouled. Like instant, just without having to even be probed for it. Then I think I asked a follow-up question about, what does that say about Flagg, that he kept going to the lane? He was like, yeah, he was like, Flagg kept going, even though they kept hitting him over and over and over again. The refs named all three of the referees were all terrible tonight. Like, Jason Kidd was just on one during the press conference. It's very rare that you see him kind of emotional at all. He's a very stoic, kind of serious person 99% of the time. So for him to get angry really means that those foul calls, he really thought that Cooper Flagg was fouled.
I mean, I can't think of many times during his coaching tenure where he's like, sure, you're going to say, yeah, that's a tough play, but usually when officiating even comes up for him, he's like, I don't want to get fined. I'm not going to talk about that. You guys can write a check for me, whatever. He'll kind of make a joke and hand wave it. I can really only think of maybe one or two other times where he's gone that in on the officials. And so I think he might be, and I think he just might have had a rough night, man. He might be in a bad mood about something. Like there's something else, I think he's pretty upset about something.
And honestly, this is kind of the first time this season he's kind of taken the criticism right to the doorstep of officials, whether it be by name or otherwise. We've seen other coaches this year be unafraid to assail the referees and the officiating or lack thereof, whether it be Ime Udoka, Steve Kerr. There have been coaches this
Kenny
year.
Atkinson just got fined $50,000.
Exactly. There are coaches who have just decided, you know what, the hell with it, and we'll get after the referees and voice their criticism. So maybe this was Kidd's turn to do it. And that does add some context to the idea that maybe he's just trying to stick up for his guy tonight in Cooper Flagg, who I thought did not get some of the calls, especially, I mean, it's debatable, the one at the end with Amin Thompson. I thought personally it was a foul that could have been called. It wasn't. There were a few others where he definitely should have earned the foul call but didn't. So it sounds like Kidd was just trying to stick up for his rookie star.
I mean, there was multiple times tonight where Cooper Flagg drove to the lane, bumped past, some of the best perimeter defenders in the league, Amin Thompson, Tari Eason, made a bucket and was on the ground looking for a foul, and it wasn't called. Like, it wasn't one time, wasn't two times. It was multiple times during the game where he bumped a player out the way, got a bucket, and got no foul call. He kept playing because that's the type of player that Cooper Flagg is. But to me, it just seemed like Jason Kidd was taking up for his star, his new superstar player. Because Cooper Flagg is not going to kind of raise hell, quote unquote, when he comes to the podium, which he did. He kind of just, did what Cooper Flagg always does. He's very calm. It's like, I got to do better. I could have made that last shot. Like, he's not even really tripping, at least publicly, on that at all. So Jason Kidd just came to Cooper Flagg's defense. And to be fair, the man had 49 points the other game and had 6 free throws. Where do you see that at? Like, people are saying ethical hooping. Yeah, sure, that's cool and all for Twitter and everything, but give the boy some calls. I mean, there's very few players that drive to LA by just Cooper Flagg and don't get calls. Why the hell is Austin Reeves getting more foul calls a game than Cooper Flagg? Like, what are we doing? Like, it's just nasty ball. And if you're going to the lane, when you drive to the lane, you get more foul calls. This is why Denny Avdia is getting so many foul calls, more than prime LeBron James. I don't understand why Austin Reeves and Denny Avdia are getting more foul calls than Cooper Flagg when it's not they're driving the ball significantly more.
Yeah, and I mentioned this earlier in the show, but Erlip, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the username, but
my lip is wrong. What's wrong?
The play with Amin at the end of tonight's game was incredibly similar to the block he had on that Coop had on Con at the end of the game against Charlotte, and Coop was on the wrong end of each play. And I said the same thing right off the top of the show. It was almost the exact same play. In fact, Coop might have even taken more contact than Con did. So if anything, maybe J Kidd's anger, frustration, or whatever has kind of been mounting since last game when that happened. Because, Coop got 10 free throws tonight. That's a lot. I don't think that there were a couple plays that were borderline, but, even more so, I guess, if you want to zoom out more than just these last 2 games, it's about kind of setting the tone and the expectation that this guy who, he's a rookie and he's a teenager and whatever, he needs to get more star calls. So this is probably like a bigger thing than just one deal. But Ron, this is about the question. Okay. This is about the question.
Okay.
Why, I guess, how often has J Kidd been asked, whether it's by you or by other people, about Coop playing point guard? Like, is this something that comes up pretty often in post games?
I don't, to be honest, I wouldn't say it's often. I mean, it's also probably not never, but I think early in the season for sure. It's just that just looking from Jason Kidd's perspective, he's a very smart coach. He's one of the greatest point guards of all time. I think he, like he says what he said, I think he does know what he's doing a lot of the time. But a lot of national media members, we talk about, Charles Barkley and a lot of these guys were saying that basically he was a dummy on national TV for a bunch of time during the first kind of half of the season for when he played Cooper Flagg at point guard. We had our, talk about it on our show, but we just like saying, you know what, let's just see kind of what happens on the back end. And we understood that, hey, let's get him some off ball reps. But we knew, hey, eventually this will probably work out for him in the long term. That's just not the, stuff that people were saying on TV throughout the league about Cooper Flagg and Jason Kidd early in the season. And Jason Kidd, I can tell you from, he reads. Jason Kidd reads a lot of newspapers. He watches a lot of videos.
Is he diehard?
He saw a lot of this stuff. Possibly.
I hope so.
Maybe watching the DLS Mavs podcast. But I just think that he saw a lot of that stuff. And that stuff, he's human at the end of the day. That stuff can get to you, and everyone's basically calling you a dummy and acting like you don't know what you're doing with, at your job, and you're one of the greatest point guards of all time and one of the best passers, one of the best, he was known for his IQ when he played. That was kind of his calling card. So for you to be known as like this smart guy, and then for on the back end, people are now calling you essentially a dummy, it can get to you over time. And it seemed like it's, kind of chipped away at that egg.
I don't know how many people are saying dummy necessarily. I mean, the other thing too about it is like coming out the gate this year, the Mavs did have stated intentions of being a playoff team.
They did.
And I mean, as someone that was pretty vocally against Coop playing the one, I thought, well, that's not a good way to be a playoff team, is starting a rookie forward at the point guard. Now it's worked out if you want Darren Peterson, it's going great, but I'm not saying that as a slight to Jay Kidd. I'm like, that was a matter of circumstance. Again, like, who are you starting at the one? Brandon Williams was hurt. You had D'Lo. Ryan Nembhard hadn't cracked the rotation. There was no other option. Like, it just is what it is. But it was just like, man, that was part of why I didn't really think that the Mavs were going to be that good this year.
Agreed.
And maybe Coop has taken steps forward. Maybe he hasn't. I don't know. I mean, he's certainly putting together some impressive games. But like, I don't know, dude. It's pretty tough. It's just very tough.
To that point, like, something doesn't jive, because if your stated intentions are being a playoff team and you decide to run a rookie who's never played point guard before out there with no true point guard on this team, someone's visions are clashing here.
Well, do you think that they would have had better chances of making the playoffs had they started opening night with either D'Lo or Nembhard? Because again, B-Will was out, so Brandon Williams can't be part of that discussion.
We'll never know. I thought the intention would be, if you're bringing in D'Angelo Russell, the former GM who worked here brought in D'Angelo Russell with the idea that he would be a stopgap until Kyrie Irving came back.
The GM did.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the coach.
So you
the
make
GM
my
is not
point.
here anymore.
Was there a clash of visions? Because why is the coach, who is a Hall of Fame point guard, putting a player who's never played point guard before starting when the GM brought in what was supposed to be a stopgap to play point guard until Kyrie Irving come back, to allow the Cooper Flagg guy who's never played point guard to develop in other spots on the floor? Something is amiss here.
That point guard isn't good.
My point is, there's two different visions here that are clashing. There's two different ideals that are clashing. So maybe if you're a conspiracy theorist going down this road, maybe the head coach decided, well, let me put the guy who's never started point guard before out there to nuke the idea that this vision that the GM has can get him out of here, and then we can start get the things rolling here from once he's gone. Like, I don't know. Like,
it's a little tinfoily, but I like it.
I'm just saying, like, why would the coach, and again, this also goes back to, why would the coach, who also has believed and been in lockstep with the guy who was here as the GM, believing in his vision, decide, hey, let's put a guy out there that's never played that before, when the GM was like, no, I got a point guard here who can help make this go and make my vision go until Kyrie Irving comes back. Like, something doesn't click here. Like, it just doesn't click. So I don't know, man. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and we'll to your question, we'll never know, because Jason Kidd decided, I'm gonna put, Cooper Flagg out here instead of D'Angelo Russell or Nembhard or whomever.
And it's crazy too, because Cooper Flagg maybe had his second best game ever as a Maverick, third best game ever, as a Maverick. And like, that's not even the story tonight. I haven't even got a chance to file my story because it's been so chaotic, and I got a chance to go in the locker room and do some stuff there that was necessary. And it's like, Cooper Flagg being I think he's one of the 4 teenagers that have, no, the first teenager to have 30 points, 10 rebounds. So it's just the fact that that's even been buried just because of all.
Oh no,
Ron's internet has been cut. I think he's being silenced. We need to send an investigator down there.
And Cam, let me ask you a question.
We sent security with him, did we?
Probably.
Tanner?
Okay.
Okay.
Cam, let me ask you a question. Go back to Cam up there for a second there. What the F is KG on? Let me ask you a question. What sense does it make to put the guy that never started at point guard before when you have quote unquote point guards on the team?
Well, they're not. Like, I do not fault anyone for thinking that Coop is a better point guard than D'Angelo Russell. Like,
that's what he does.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just simply making the point
that there were Giannis too. Right?
That there were 2 different individuals that had 2 different ideas on how this should look at the point guard position. Why weren't those 2 individuals on the same page?
I mean, GM and coach don't have to be on the same page.
But they have said on record that the 2 of them are on the same page.
Sure.
I'm
course
taking
they're going to say that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking them at face value. I'm just taking them at face value because I'm not in those meetings.
Yeah, but like,
I'm not behind closed doors.
What does that like? What does that mean?
That Cooper Flagg would have been starting at point guard if the GM and the coach were on the same page. Because who is agreeing to bring in D'Angelo Russell beside Nico Harrison? Who wanted him here?
I mean, probably no one. I mean, no other teams exactly wanted him.
That's my point.
But it's not like it was like oh man, maybe they would agreed about Russell Westbrook. We'd probably be having the same conversation. Like, Russ is better, but like, they needed an actual player, not a stopgap.
So why did the GM feel like that was the right choice?
Because the GM is not good at his job and he got fired. Like, what do you? I don't understand what point you're trying to make. Like, that was a terrible decision. And like, I spent 6 months of my life bitching about it on the internet, like turning everyone off because I'm such a negative Nancy all the time and such a doomer.
Yeah,
like, obviously he was wrong. Like, I don't. What is the
point? Is the coach and the GM were not on the same page about the point guard position?
Sure, yeah. That GM is singularly bad at his job. Like, he is like iconically bad. I would hope that no one is on the same page as that guy,
and that's a problem.
Yeah, and that's why he got fired.
But that's also why, yes.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That's why kids had to start the guy there. So again, that's the point I'm getting to is no one's on the same page with each other. Now you're getting to a point where kids unhappy and bubbling over about criticisms they probably didn't need to take because if he had an extra real point guard, he would have to be dealing with any of this.
To be fair, I feel like now the team and brass are, to me, at least what it seems like, they're on a similar path of what they want. Is what it seems like. It seems like Jason Kidd. I understand that he blew up tonight. What happened? That was a lot of stuff in kind of one press conference. But overall, I think that the Mavs and the coach are on the same accord.
I hope.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
We got the Connor super. Ron, you got a super.
Yeah, we just have to do this one for Ron.
Okay.
Connor with the $2 super chat. Did Ron keep eye contact? Had to be intimidating.
I'm going to be honest. We looked at each other literally for that whole minute.
Yes!
I felt like I didn't blink, but I had to blink, but it just felt like my eyes were burning. And just like we just were like
no blinks? Because I don't think he blinked either. That is like that's
it was
powerful.
Just like, yeah. But
that's
I'm
really powerful.
5'9", Jason Kidd's like 6'5", so I don't think I would win.
Well, y'all were both sitting down, so it's all the same.
Yeah. Thank God we were sitting.
I don't know if I've ever made eye contact with someone for that long. That's tough.
But like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you don't want to be the first person to look down because, like, now I'm a coward. So, like, I'm just going to just sit on this. I mean, just is what it is.
Yeah.
You know? You got to just kind of sit in that fire, and that's kind of what happened.
Well, good for you, man. I mean, that's pros move. Can't do it and then turn away, you know?
Yeah.
The funniest part about this whole bit is that you were actually trying to compliment the dude. He wouldn't let you get to it. Like, you was trying to actually praise the guy for what he did. He was like, actually, nah, not tonight. You finna catch this work.
It was like, I can kind of see it. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe, you know, it resulted in some losing, but now we kind of realize the team isn't good anyway. So who really cares if they lost games early on? But it seemed like the on-ball reps mean something. So, you know,
we didn't
get to that part.
He looked at you and saw Sean Wright, Jason Goldenberg, and Simone Jelks tonight and was like, you know what? If I can't give it to them, I'm going to give it to Ron on this question right here. Those are the 3 officials from tonight's game. Ron, great job. Appreciate
Cam says
you.
it's all love, too.
I just wanted to have a conversation. That's all. I just wanted to have a conversation because the blank Craig Ludwig don't make sense. It don't make sense. So it is what it is. Ron, get home.
Be safe, Ron.
We appreciate you. Get home safe, and we'll talk to you later this week.
All right, I'll see you all.
Appreciate you.
We're running a little over. Sorry, Marc Stein in the waiting room.
No, he's not even here. He's probably listening.
Oh, okay.
He usually waits and calls.
Sorry, Marc Stein, for wherever you are.
Marc Stein coming up next.
Hey, again, shout out to Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market for providing a smorgasbord.
Yes.
Can we call it that? Was tonight a smorgasbord?
Plenty of it.
I think it was. Because it was so much food, man. And here's the deal. So at Wild Fork, everything is blast frozen, right? So you can go in and you can just look around and pick some stuff up. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. They got your beef. They got your chicken, your poultry, your seafood, all that stuff. And you can take it home and cook it yourself. But our friends from the Louisville location, everyone knows you're the Wiley guy.
That's right.
I'm the Louisville lover, okay? So our friends from the Louisville location brought down some picanha that they prepared themselves.
It was so good.
Oh my God.
The blackened
some
shrimp.
sausage and some shrimp. And they brought a
Unbelievable.
bunch of different desserts too. And again, everything is frozen. But they were able to prepare all this stuff for us because we're lucky. But we didn't do it alone. We were flanked, surrounded, engulfed by 20 diehards hanging out with us here at the DLLS Sports Studio in Victory Park, Dallas, as we watch the Mavs take on the Rockets and the Stars take on the Utah Mammoth.
That's right.
That's right. And the Stars won,
They
and
did.
the Mavs didn't. Great night for both teams.
It's a normal Saturday night for us.
Diehards are what we call members of our community here at DLLS Sports. The way to sign up, go to our website, alldlls.com. You give us a little cash. We give you a shirt of your choice. It's great. We got one like this. We got one like the 100 kg.
That's right.
Club, do you have one on?
No, it's fine.
All right. Whatever.
You were doing great up until that moment.
Yeah,
No, I'm just joking.
you-
just joking.
I used to like it.
We love it. We love it.
Okay, I still do. You also get a discount on any other merch, discount on any events. You get to join the DLS Dyer Discord Lounge. Great place to hang out.
Our
In
club
fact,
hangs out a lot. In this
so the Stars crew, they were like talking about the Discord in person.
They
So
were.
It's like the Discord chat is even more lit than the
oh wow,
in-person
the
chat.
Discord chat was brought to life.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then also you get to read the website too. You get to read what Ron is going to write about the stuff that he experienced today. So thank you to Wild Fork. Thank you to our diehards for a great night. And let's get back to the show.
Jason Kidd said, quote tonight about the foul call that wasn't. Quote, I saw a foul. Sean Wright, Simone Jelks, and Jason Goldberg were awful tonight. It's unacceptable. It's a foul, and he needs to be at the free throw line. Does he make both? That's up to the player, end quote. So clearly Jason Kidd fed up.
Naming names, dude.
Yeah, he went full. Yeah, he named them all.
One sec.
Naming all three.
Yeah, he
It's
went
not
after
like,
all of them.
if it's like a famous head guy, like, okay, Scott Foster.
No,
Sometimes a coach will just yell at Scott Foster.
Yeah, he went after all three of them. I mean, again, this is not something uncommon that we've seen this year. You mentioned Kenny Atkinson got fined 50 large for it. Steve Kerr, Ime Udoka, like coaches have been getting after referees by name this year. It's been really kind of interesting to see. Let's bring in our National NBA insider, Marc Stein. You can always dial up the Stein line at the Stein line. A busy night for him. As we'll discuss a trade that has reportedly gone down here in just a little bit. But, Mark, good to see you. How are you?
Hi, guys. Good evening.
Hello.
Let's talk about it. Your reaction to what Jason Kidd had to say after tonight's game.
I was very surprised. I am still trying to ascertain what sparked that sort of reaction. I think Ron did tremendous in there. He explained it beautifully just now. I mean, I think he was trying to pay a compliment. I have to think the refereeing and teeing off on the refs before that had him wound up, but I don't want to guess because I'm not there obviously in Houston, and I'm pretty shocked.
I mean, normally he just, I think one of fans' biggest complaints of J-Kid is that he is so like muted and mild-mannered. He's like hands in his pockets guy that doesn't call timeouts. That he doesn't get fired. He doesn't get texts. He never gets ejected. So my suspicion is that there is some mounting frustration, whether it's about officiating or something else.
I think it is the officiating, but again, that's theorizing, and I like it really doesn't do a lot of good to guess. I've been trying to figure out from afar what happened because I told you guys like I was not going to be dialed into this game. I got so much I'm chasing and writing and so I mean I wasn't dialed into it at all. I mean I did actually that's not true. I did see some of Coop's brilliance tonight. He just is fantastic, man. But yeah, I don't want to tell you I can explain it because I need to do more reporting on it. But shout out to Ron. It was a good question. He's getting a lot done in Houston tonight. He's working on multiple stories. He is working very hard for our DLS audience, and I think that will soon you'll see what he was working on. Good stuff.
F&A.
Yeah, I mean, the question was fair. Like I said, the funniest part of it is that he was trying to pay him a compliment. Kid was like, actually, I'm not having it tonight. We're gonna cut loose and let it fly, and he did. But yeah, Cooper Flagg tonight once again, 30-point double. Most points by a rookie in a 2-game span. With the 49 that he had on Thursday, the 34 tonight as well. If I could do math real quick, that's 83 points in the last 2 games combined for the 19-year-old. Just continues to amaze. I mean, he tried to put the Mavericks on his back in the fourth quarter to try to get them a win in this game. Coming up short, the Mavericks use a 14-4 run to tie it with 47 seconds left thanks to a Najee Marshall bucket. They just come up short in the end, where they now fall to 19-30 on the year. It is now officially February 1st on the East Coast. We're 48 minutes away from that here, which means we are, 4 days away from the NBA trade deadline. We did have a trade go down tonight, reportedly, between the Cavs, Kings, and Chicago Bulls. Before we get to more on the Mavs front, what more can you tell us about that real quick?
Yeah, yesterday, Jake Fisher and I reported that Cleveland had emerged as a leading suitor for Keon Ellis. And, Sacramento has had so many of its players available in trade, pretty much everybody except Keegan Murray and Neek Clifford. And so these last 2 seasons, this is year 3 of the Aprons era. The last 2 seasons, we saw an average of 26 in-season trades. We'd only seen 1 in-season trade this season. So last night I spoke to someone, or actually during the day, and a veteran executive, and they told me that they think the avalanche is still coming and that we will get trades this week. But I think, obviously a lot of teams are trying to test their luck, see if they can get into the Giannis sweepstakes. And then there are also teams that would love to be a facilitator in a Giannis deal and attach themselves as a third or fourth team. So that was kind of holding things up. And Jake and I wrote this. We reported it. We reported some of it Friday, and then also reported it in a longer story today. That what's going to be the first trade that kind of breaks the seal. Trae Young was officially traded on January 9th. It's been almost a month, and all week long it's been trending that Keon Ellis was going to be the move that happened. And we got it tonight. Chicago joins in as a third team, and Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder go. I think that's the 8th. Bobby, can you check this? I think that's the 8th time Dennis Schroeder has been traded.
Hold, please.
And I think the record is 11.
Wow.
And I believe that is held by Trevor Ariza. So if Bobby can verify those things while I'm blabbering, that would be great. And DeAndre Hunter, who Cleveland has been trying to move off because they've got luxury tax issues. Jalen Tyson has emerged there. So it's been a pretty open secret that the Cavs were looking to move off DeAndre Hunter. And here we go. We are up to 2 trades. Only 24 to go between now and 2 p.m. Central to hit our average. I know the next question. Will the Mavs make any trades?
Well, before that, it is the 8th time that Dennis Schroeder's been traded. So that is good ball knowledge. Okay. So all right. So why this trade matters to the Mavs? Let's localize this news. DeAndre Hunter, I would say like decently sought after wing. Okay, he's been traded. Obviously, he was traded last year as well. Decently sought after wing on a pretty good contract. It's like what 18, 19 million a year, something like that. So more than some of the guys that the Mavs may or may not be trading.
Localized it. You localized the angle. Well done.
Yeah, and they did not get a first-round pick for him. You know, I think Schroeder's a pretty good player. Obviously, Cleveland's needs are different than, say, a team that would prioritize picks over youth or picks over veterans or whatever. It doesn't seem like there's just it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, man. So maybe this is the first domino to fall, but
no, and that's the thing. I don't agree with that. I don't agree. The phones are ringing off the hook all over the league, but just when you get to this point, more likely than not, it's going to go to the second to last day or the last day. But I also really believe that the Giannis thing is a factor because you got a team like Portland. Jake and I reported this morning that Portland has inquired on its own behalf to get into the Giannis sweepstakes. But realistically, I think the Blazers know Giannis is probably not going to do an extension with the Blazers. And so, but the Blazers, like they want to be a facilitator. If there's a Giannis trade, they want to attach themselves to it. And there's other teams that feel that way. So I think that's been part of the holdup too, that teams want to make sure that they're not missing out on some chance to be a third or fourth team in a larger deal. But we will start to see action, and it would really be surprising if Thursday there isn't a whole lot of action because there always is when confronted with a deadline. Now, for Mavs purposes, let's just go through it. Cooper Flagg is the lone completely 1 zillion% untouchable. Kyrie Irving, for all intents and purposes, you know, there's nothing going on with Kyrie. He has not played since early March of last season. So there's zero discussion going on there. AD, I think the Mavs would still welcome talks with anyone who wants to open them, but there just hasn't been traction on anything of significance since the hand injury. And I will just keep saying what I always say. We got 5 days left, and I'm not in the first few minutes of February 1st Eastern time going to rule anything out. Could something materialize? Could something still happen? As long as there's time on the clock, yes. But is it likely? I don't think so. Klay Thompson, Caleb Martin. Now, Klay, I mean, there should be interest in Klay, given the way he shot the ball here the last couple months. But the reality is the contract just works against him. I mean, he's owed $17 million next season, and it's just not easy to get another team to take that. I know on Gafford, we've been talking about potential Gafford trade since November. But again, I mean, I have not heard a lot. I have not heard much Gafford chatter here in recent days. But again, 5 days still to go. A lot of teams want a big man. Maybe something sparks up again, but it has been fairly quiet on the Gafford front. Now, D'Angelo Russell, the Milwaukee Bucks, until Wednesday, Thursday range, were still signaling to teams that they want to add to their Giannis Antetokounmpo supporting cast. So the Bucks did look at, is there a deal where we can bring in D'Lo to potentially give an offensive spark to a team that badly needs one? Based on what I was told, there are too many obstacles for a deal like that to materialize. And now with the Bucks fielding interest for Giannis Antetokounmpo, even though there's a lot of skepticism that we'll actually see a trade, a lot of teams out there feel like Milwaukee is just in the info gathering phase to basically take this thing into the summer. It seems really, really unlikely now that Milwaukee's going to be making moves to try to add to its supporting cast, because the Bucks are in a very similar position to your Mavericks. They need to lose. They don't even have full control of their first in this draft, but their picks are out the door after this June. So the Bucks, just like the Mavs, they really need some lottery luck. And so bringing in someone to come off the bench and score is not the kind of move that I think we're going to see the Bucks making. So was there a level of discussion between the teams? Yes. Is there something percolating there, something active there? To my knowledge, no. Did I hit all the bases?
Trying to think.
Najee. What about Najee?
Oh, Najee. Sorry.
Najee makes so for comparison, for example, DeAndre Hunter makes around like 18 to 20 million, somewhere in there. Najee makes less than half of that.
The Mavericks do not want to trade him, and they have established, as I've mentioned, as I've reported, they want a first-round pick if they're going to surrender Najee Marshall. As we just saw with Keon Ellis, who has been at the forefront of the 3-and-D wing market all winter long, there were no firsts in that deal. I'm hearing a lot of skepticism when Najee's name comes up that a first-round pick is going to be offered. If a first-round pick is offered, the Mavs will then have a tough decision, because, again, I don't think they want to trade him. He's on a great contract. He's had a great season. Najee and Max Christie flanking Coop. It's been good. They have a good thing going. I really don't think the Mavs want to trade him, but they're in a position where they do have to listen if the draft capital is attractive enough. So my anticipation is he's not going to be moved. But again, I got to throw in the same caveat. We're 5 days away and stuff can happen. I think you guys selfishly know I don't want him. I would like to see him stay here. He's a very entertaining guy to watch.
The vibe I'm getting is that they're not going to do anything.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong to think that?
But here's the thing.
Like.
But it's not for a lack of want. They want to make moves, but it's just when you're trying to offload salary in this marketplace, it's just tough. Nobody wants long-term money. Like Sacramento, again, Sacramento has been, we can't write a trade. Jake and I can't write a trade story without talking about the Kings. They've been at the heart of this since November, but a consistent message has been the Kings don't want long-term salary. And they've been connected to Toronto a lot. The Raptors have been mentioned as a team that likes Sabonis. Scott Perry he's had both RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. I think the Kings like both players, but again, it's just in the aprons era. Can you afford to take on long-term money? Even Hunter getting moved was not easy. Like, there was all this talk that the Lakers were after. The Lakers were not really after Hunter because he has money on his deal. I should remember it because I wrote it earlier today. His player option is, I want to say, 22 or 24 million. Bobby, can you look it up? What is that in 27, 28 or next season? Like, I've lost my memory. I just don't trust my memory right now. But Hunter's got some
24.9 million next year, and then he's a free agent.
Okay, so I mean, it's only one more year, but that's a big number.
That's way more than I thought he was making. Jeez,
yeah,
I thought he was at 18. He's at 23 this year.
Yeah, that's a big number, but it's only 1 year left, not two. So, and the Cavs, it helps their tax situation significantly. So they had to do it. They've been looking to get off Hunter, but it's not, the Mavs are not sitting there going, we're good. We don't want to do any, they want to do something, but it's just not that easy. And like I said, I still think in the next 4 or 5 days, something could pop, but we're just going to have to be patient for it and wait to see how the market unfolds.
And it's one thing to be 30-19 and say we love our boys in blue. It's a little different whenever you're 19.
But right, but again, that's not what they're saying.
No, I know, but I'm pre-coping the cope.
Yeah,
I'm preempting the copey cope.
Yeah, losing 30 out of your first 49 games and being expensive is untenable.
Yeah, man,
and you got to clear roster spots for Musa
and everybody knows that. And everybody knows that. Everybody knows everyone knows the Mavs want to get off money. So
they have no leverage anywhere.
They have no leverage.
It's just such an absolute complete fail, dude. It is just, oh my God.
Because teams are just going to wait you out and be like, we know that you're desperate to get off money, so we're not going to offer you anything of real significance.
Well, I mean, and the question will be, what changes in the summer? I think, their hope / belief is that things will change in the summer. No. And, we'll just have to see. But again, Gafford has been talked. I've heard other teams, November, I was hearing Gafford stuff. Last couple weeks, it's gone quiet. Is that because nothing is percolating? Or is that just because the chatter has been masked better? Again, we will find out soon.
It's just, man, literally every decision they've made the last year has been not good.
It's unreal, man. By the way, reportedly the Kings sent out a second round pick in that trade too. As part of that whole conglomerate put together between the Kings, the Bulls, and the Cavs. So that's interesting. Mm-hmm. So I do want to ask this before we go. So how do they plan, or to your best knowledge or read, if they want to clear out, roster spots for Musa Cisse and Ryan Nembhard, what would be potentially the plan of attack for them to do that? Based off your best read and understanding.
Yeah, because if they don't do anything, those guys are going to run out of games like next week.
Yeah. Well, it's too soon to say, because clearly they wanted to wait to the deadline to see where the roster is. So can they make does a trade or two materialize? Now, look, eventually Dante Exum's roster spot is going to be opened. You keep Exum on the roster in case a trade materializes and you need to throw an extra $3 million in there, just like we saw tonight. Dario Saric was thrown in that deal for math reasons. So after the trade deadline, if nothing materializes with Exum, they can make use of him another way. But yeah, I mean, I wish I had the answer to every question, and sometimes I have to put my hand up too and say I don't know.
All right, before the Tankathon Club, do you have any questions for Stein?
No,
he says no.
We have a diehard that's in the studio with us.
Who did you ask? I didn't.
Diehard Club. You probably recognize the name.
Oh, he's in studio?
He's right here to my left. That's right.
There's 19 stars. There's one bold Club.
It's time to take the spin around Tankathon.
I'm not making chat very happy tonight, am I?
I don't know, man. I mean, you're not making me very happy.
They
Mark.
already were not happy. So
yeah, they already were happy.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, brother. You're not making me happy right now.
It just feels like they're stuck.
I could use some good news.
Yeah.
Dior Skyline says no. Connor Philip Stein, what is the meaning of life?
That's right. That's right. You got answers to those existential questions? What's the meaning of life?
Sarah says hi.
Sarah says hello.
Is that our Sarah? Has she changed her handle, or was she always Sarah Talks Ball?
Well, now YouTube displays names a little differently now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think she used to just be Sarah.
All right, let's take our spin around Tankathon here before we get out of here.
Tankathon!
As you can see in the lottery standings, the Mavericks are up to 8th now, with the Milwaukee Bucks hot on their trail at this rate, given what they got going on. As the Mavericks are now 19-30 on the year. Darren Peterson put on the show today for Kansas against AJ DeBonsa and the BYU Cougars. He didn't play the final 16 minutes of that game due to cramps, apparently. So I guess he's okay, but cramps has been an issue for him this season.
The Mavs win this Tankathon spin.
We need it. This
Will
is
that
the
cheer
one.
everybody up?
The Mavs are in 8th. 26.3% chance to move into the top 4 and a 6.0% chance at the number 1 pick.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen. I mean,
top 5 is awesome.
Did you see it like stop for a half a second on the Mavs? I was like,
top 5 is. I will take top 5.
I'll take 4th.
Yeah,
you know,
anything within the top 5, I think we cool with.
I'll take 4th.
Darren Peterson goes 1 to Brooklyn. AJ DeBonta stays home in Utah.
Yeah.
Number 2, Cameron Boozer gets sent to the Shadow Realm in Sacramento at number 3. And then Caleb Wilson
All right.
goes to number 4.
I feel like the Mavs might not take Caleb
Dallas.
Wilson. They might take Flemings, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's just like kind of anticlimactic, okay, because you move up, and then they go to commercial break, and they come back, and you're the first envelope, and you're
That's
like,
right.
I mean, that's cool.
I love Kingston. That would be awesome.
I mean,
4th. I mean, that's pretty good. That's the
Oh, here comes Ben.
let's go. We're number 4. We're number 4.
Oh, wow.
We're number 4.
So the Mavs have now they've moved up 4 out of 18
Out of 18
times that we've done
Let's
this.
go.
About 22% of the
That's
time they've
hilarious,
moved up.
bro.
That's
I'd
a
probably
lot.
say Kingston Clemens in this particular.
That is a lot.
It doesn't feel
move
like a
up.
lot, Mark.
No,
doesn't
it does
feel
not.
like it.
I feel like
Yeah, the 14 feels like a
Are
lot.
we're being too loud?
Is that GM? What is GM
Oh,
Ben
wow.
doing there on a Saturday
Get
night?
out of here. What are you doing with this? Y'all show should have been over. We're the ones going over.
If you're
Yeah,
trying to
that's-
work, then go work.
Yeah, go work then. Don't come in here. Go
Eyes on your
work.
own paper, Sam Nestler.
That's right. Don't piss off Stein.
Don't make me come in there and talk to y'all.
Yeah, don't piss him off. Like, it's too much. It's too much.
I'll send you to Winnipeg and Edmonton. I heard him saying
Stein
don't
is
send me
about to go
Canada
off
anymore.
on us like Jason Kidd went off on Ron.
Oh, why? Because we got to go?
I don't know. That's the face. He
Can you
used.
promise?
Oh.
No, just he looked
Oh,
exactly.
on my little screen, I thought that was GM Ben for a sec.
Oh,
My
he's
bad.
in
Well,
here.
GM Ben is in here.
Yeah, he's right.
Why? It's Saturday night.
Some of us work, Stein, some of us work.
The incredulous why is hilarious, bro. That is absolutely hilarious. We're gonna let Stein go, kind of, because he's got to talk to us after this show is over with. Because
Oh, God.
it is the
It's just-
observance of the 1-year anniversary
It's a national
of
day of mourning.
the
International
trade.
day of mourning.
Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and the 2029. I always forget about Maxi Kleber in that trade. Maxi Kleber also went to Los Angeles.
About Maxey and Markieff Morris, too.
And Markieff Morris, who's not even in the league anymore.
Hey, but hey, they got one pick back.
That's and a 2029 first-round pick.
Pretty tight. It's pretty tight. The Bulls got 2 2s just for taking Dario Saric.
They got 2 twos
They
for
didn't
that?
even give any. Is that right, Mark? They got 2 2s?
Yeah,
Yeah. How about
they
that?
did.
They didn't even do anything, and they got 2 2s.
You know what the funniest part was about Stein talking about the idea between D'Angelo Russell and the Mavs and the Bucks? Like, and how, there were complications. You know what ran through my head? Hell no, we're not attaching no second-round pick to take D'Angelo Russell off your hands. Get the bleep out of here. Click. That's what that sounded like to me. We're not doing that. That's what it sounded like. He's not going to confirm or deny that as he sits back. Good for you, Mark. Good for you. I love that about Mark. He's not going to confirm any of my BS. That's
What a
hilarious.
show.
This
What a
is
show.
a great
God, we
pose
got-
by Stein.
Can
This is
we
swagger.
Everyone
This
is
some
mad at each other. There's conflict everywhere.
It's everywhere.
We just got one mess after the next to clean up here.
At least
man.
Cooper's good. At least Cooper's
got-
good.
Everyone is. I'm mad. KG's mad. Stein's mad. Mark's
By the way,
mad. J Kid's mad.
Can we
GM
high
Ben
five
is
it so
mad.
make sure everybody knows that we're good?
Oh no, dude, we're
Yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
just some sports conversation.
Sports talk. Oh, we didn't get to
we got
this,
more super.
Yeah, we
well,
got supers to
okay.
get to. My bad.
Stein, do you want to be part of Super Chat?
You want to be part of the supers?
I think I'm going to deconnect and then come back for our special episode.
All right, cool.
See you in a second, Stein.
I almost said the full name. My bad.
Oh,
PLH.
The legend has returned.
PLH is back with the $1.99 super chat. Luka, Peterson, Flagg trio going to feed us in 2028.
You're on the right path. You're on the right path.
One can
you
only
can
hope.
feel the momentum building, folks.
One can only hope. Sheldon Fennell with the $1.99 super chat. Now, Ron is on the path to becoming the new Tim McMahon.
I hope so. Tim McMahon, great podcaster, great reporter, great interview,
Author.
great soundbite generator. Tim McMahon is I love that guy.
Man on television these days. If you got a career like McMahon, you doing something right. Lanessa with the $5 super chat. J Kid here. I was only mad because I followed Bobby's bet tonight and lost $1,000.
Oh my God!
As long as Bobby can buy me 2 pounds of jalapeno sausage, I'll be okay. So
Well, I promise I could buy a lot more than 2 pounds at Wild Fork Foods Bean Seafood Market with $1,000. I promise you that. You could probably get about 1,000, but I don't know what the price is.
we go to town.
I don't want to lie to you, but it would be a lot of jalapeno cheddar bison sausage. I'm sorry, J-Kid. I'm sorry, dude. That one is on me for thinking Kevin Durant was still good, but it's clear.
Yeah, he kind of let you down tonight, man.
Yeah.
KD was stinky.
Yeah.
By the way,
I was close to immortality.
Alper Sengun has some damn shame. Quit acting like a softy out there. I got sick of watching him play tonight.
He had a good game.
Doing all this
He's
crap
on my
up there.
list, though.
He was awful. I did not enjoy watching him play tonight.
He's been on my list for a long time.
Tanner
Players I do
knows.
not like watching. I
yeah.
do not like watching.
I
that
did
guy
not
play
like
basketball.
watching that dude play.
The next one we can let read himself if he wants, because he.
Oh, get on the mic. Read your own super chat. Cleb with the $1.99 super chat, and he says,
It's a sign that when I'm in a studio, the Mavericks moved up in Tankathon to draft the man with my name.
Let's go, Caleb Kleb Wilson.
"Let's go, then. Let's go."
I'll take it.
Scouting report on him is that there's some people that are starting to say that he might end up being better than the 4th best player in this class. So we'll see. Mavs might need to win the lottery.
Yeah,
here.
including the
Draft
guy
your
who
namesake.
said he would rank Cooper Flagg 6th in that list of
that's
rookies.
true.
He said Caleb
That's
Wilson
true.
is his guy.
The Mavs might get 2 of the top 6 players in the class this year.
By the way, I liked what you were doing today. Peterson.
They're all 9th.
They got a 9th on your
A
board.
couple of them have moved up
I like what you-
after today's performance. A couple of them are ranked 8th now.
Sarah, shout out to Sarah with the $1.99 super chat. We're going to come see you next time we're in Los Angeles. Next time you have a diehard watch along, FaceTime me
Heck
in.
yeah.
You can do that.
You got it.
Heck yeah.
You got it.
We can't get for Wild Fork, but can you mail it? I don't know if it would.
Oh, it's frozen.
Maybe.
That's true.
Stays really
We'll work
cold.
on it. We'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
Or maybe we give her one of these. Who knows?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Sarah.
Shout out to Kleb. Shout out to
all
Jason
of you,
Kidd.
Yes. Yeah, you're right, Sarah. What?
Lil Nesso was saying that I'm Jake. Like Lil Nesso was saying that Lil Nesso is J Kid.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jason, for your
Okay.
contribution to tonight's program.
Thanks, J
Thank you.
Kid.
No, we're not going to talk about Mashburn because that was insanity today. That's ridiculous. Plus, I think we talked about it a little bit earlier.
Plus, that's a Mavs legend. All right, we do not besmirch the good name of a.
When he says that,
You know what?
maybe
Honestly, maybe
J.
J Kid after seeing see his
Maybe that's what
former
he's pissed off about.
teammate
Yeah, maybe that's what he was
absolutely
angry about.
slander his current guy. He's like, you know what? F this. Y'all all suck.
He's like, that's the
I-
reason
like,
why we broke up.
He
damn it, back
legit
in-
might be mad about that. I'm not gonna lie. He might be really mad.
He's probably that's why we broke.
He might
up
be
in,
mad online about Jamal Mashburn.
in the late '90s.
It was not Tony Braxton. It was all Cooper Flagg. Sorry, this is a meat brush from Wild Fork.
Don't dispel the myth.
It's my new toy.
It's a great story. CA told me that story for the very first time. I was enthralled by it. It was incredible. That'll do it for us here on the DLLS Mavs postgame show. Lively bunch we were tonight. My goodness.
A lot going on.
Cooper Flagg was damn good again. After all of that, Cooper Flagg was really good again. As the Mavericks fall tonight, what was 111 to 107. They will be back on the floor on Tuesday when they take on the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown and the top 3 Eastern Conference Boston Celtics will be in here on Tuesday. Do we have a show Monday? Yes.
Yes, we do. We do. Yes.
Yes.
Wednesday is our off day.
Wednesday is our off day. Farhan come in at the buzzer with the $2 super chat.
Oh.
Yikes.
I wish we
man.
could trade PJ. Sorry, Kev. Look, man.
I'm telling you, dude, embattled PJ. It's happening.
Are we in an embattled stage now?
He is the
We are.
embattled
Worst
PJ
stretch
Washington.
of his career.
It's been rough for PJ, man. I hate it for
A
him.
lot going on.
What did he go tonight? 4 of 9, minus 12, 9 points, 3 turnovers, 1 assist. Yeah, man. Not great. PJFC not up right now. Not at all up right now. Sad day.
PJCFC about to get relegated.
Oh.
At least we can keep our players unlike Crystal Palace right now.
Hey, I won't defend that. I won't even try. You're absolutely right.
Pre-game for us will begin on Tuesday at 6:15. That's a home game for the Mavericks when they welcome Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. That's a tough stretch they got to end the pre-All-Star break. Boston, San Antonio twice, Phoenix, Los Angeles in the pre-All-Star break schedule. Yikes.
Yikes.
We'll talk to you Monday, though, right here at 12 p.m. right here on DLL Sports. Thank you to all of you for hanging out with us here on this wild-ass show. That's Tanner. Making us look good and sound good as always. Thank you, sir. It's Bobby Corella, Kevin Gray, for Kleb, Stein, Ron. We're DLS Mavs. We'll talk to you Monday at 12 p.m. Y'all be good. Peace.
Bye.
We all silly like the mayor.